Let's do this. Hi. Senior week. Can y'all believe this? You ready? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. So, happy senior week. What we're going to start with today is, and I'll slow down once, if there is a Mr. Hanulik's first period, I'm not sure. Today what we're going to go over are just some things to help you get through the next 2 weeks, okay? The thing about leading up to graduation is very exciting, but yet it's very, I like this one better, not like that, like this. It's not like, Ms. Mitchell and I don't want to stand up here and say, don't do this and don't do that, and that's just not our personality. Our personality is more of like, this is what we're doing to help you get through the next 2 weeks. Yay, another class. Come on in, guys. So it's really, really important to remember that these next 2 weeks are very crucial. We want y'all to make all the right decisions. We don't want you to put your graduation at risk of anything, right? Because you've worked way too hard to do this and walk the stage. Yes, it's all about you because you're the one who did all the work, right? But it's also about your family. Your family will be super excited to see y'all on the stage and whatnot. And so we kind of want to just set y'all up for success for these last 2 weeks. The other thing too is if we go do this and you understand what happens at graduation, graduation practice will be a lot short and sweeter, okay? Because then it's kind of a reminder of what you have to do or what you can't do, and then we will get through graduation practice and you'll be on your way, okay? So, Ms. Mitchell.
So, we want to make sure that we welcome everybody, so come in. I want you to reflect on the following prompt. So when I think about graduation day, I feel, and wait, I'll tell you what to show me, okay? So if you're 5, you're energetic, excited, elated about graduation day. If you're 4, you're cheerful, happy, or silly. 3, you're calm, peaceful, you're good. 2, you're cranky, or you're nervous, or you're frustrated. 1, and the pointer finger one. You're sad, sleepy, annoyed, blah. Or if you're offended, you're angry, upset, overwhelmed. Okay, so again, when you think about graduation day, show me how you feel. Go. Okay, I see some mixing, lots of 4s and 5s, but also some 2s and 3s. So we are going to hopefully help to bring some of those up, make you at ease, make you prepared for graduation. There you go.
All right, so just some reminders, okay? Your last day of AR, if you need AR, is May 29th. So next Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but next Thursday. So you've got to make sure you have all those things done if you need AR. If you need some help, check your parent conference report. Remember, all absences count, except H's. Remember, we talked about that. EAs, UAs, they all count except H's. Oh, and school business, those don't count. You must cover all of your hours. Do not, again, you can hear this a lot, do not put your graduation at risk. You've got to make sure because graduation can happen June 6th or it can happen in August, right? But we want y'all June 6th. Semester exams, this is really, really important because everybody's like, oh, I don't need to be here. You have to be present. If you want to, if you have an absence, it isn't, if you have an absence to give, like you've only been absent twice, okay, then you can have your 3rd. But if you have 3 absences, you have to be in class that day. So make sure you're here. Part of the exemption policy is that you are present. So if you're not here, you're not exempt, okay? Make arrangements to take your exams you have missed if you are absent, okay? So you've got to get it all done. So put it out of your mind, you're going to be here for your exams, okay? So do we have to be here? Yes, okay,
Yes.
Another thing to say on that one too is AR, you've got to get it done. There's no way that you guys come and say, and I'm going to say, oh, but I like you so much, I'm going to go ahead and graduate you. I can't. That's us, as with our titles as principals, we cannot do that. So you've got to make sure that everything is taken care of. All right, fines, fees, and obligations. Make sure all of that has been taken care of. We will start device collection today, I believe. if you have anything like uniforms or instruments or equipment that you borrowed, anything that you, library books, anything that you owe to the school, make sure you turn that in because it comes on fines and fees. If you, at the end, if we are ready to walk the stage and you owe the school the stuff, you are not able to walk that stage. So make sure you get fines, fees, and everything cleared up. So again, devices, Chromebooks, uniforms, anything that were issued to you from the school, library books, textbooks, all that good stuff. Okay? Fines and fees. Academics, graduation can happen June 6th, like I said, or in August. Regular credits and credits in credit retrieval must be completed. So both your classes, or if you're in credit retrieval, they all have to be done. Attendance must be made up again. Let's finish strong. Students with tests still to pass must attend tutoring and take tests in credit retrieval. Graduation practice, May 28th at 1 o'clock. And again, once we get through this presentation at the end, this practice should go pretty easily because we're gonna show y'all what we have to do at graduation practice. Even if you show up to graduation practice, that doesn't mean you're graduating because you have to complete all those other things I was talking about, your grades, your attendance, your fines and fees. They all have to be cleared before you can actually walk the stage. But we do need you present on that day. You do not have to wear your cap and gown to practice. Believe me, it gets wrinkled. You don't want to bring it, so just bring yourself to graduation practice. If you have any questions, your counselor is the one to talk to. Again, Ms. Mitchell and I cannot certify graduation, even with our titles. We cannot do that. It's only your counselor. Only your counselor can tell you if you have all your credits done, all your attendance done, all of your everything. They're the only ones who can do it. So if there's any questions, you go to your counselor. Okay? Any questions so far? Do you have to be here for your exams?
Yes.
Does it necessarily mean you have to take them? No. Okay, good. All right. So, graduation ceremony, okay? Seen a lot of things and I'm like, oh my gosh. The past 2 years, John Jay High School has done a really, really good job with graduation. And I'm super proud of it. I think we all are. Okay? And so we want to continue that tradition of doing the right thing. Okay? So it is a dignified ceremony. You'll see us, like, I love to have fun and be silly, just like anybody else. But on that day, I will be, what was a fist to five, super nervous and anxious. That would be me. So proper etiquette is for that ceremony. Are you going to cheer for your friends when they cross that stage? Absolutely, right? But I'll get more into that here in a little bit. You want to demonstrate maturity and behave properly, respect yourselves, your family, right? Information packets for graduation program will be given to you, and each row, you're going to have your name with a row number and a seat number, and we're going to give those to you at graduation practice. The Alamo Dome does have a clear bag policy, so if I were you, don't bring them. Okay, girls, don't bring your purses. We will have all the items that you could think of. We carry bobby pins, safety pins, we carry glue, tape, like everything, because you guys will laugh, but some heels have been broken and while you moved across the stage, and so we're like, oh gosh, what do we do? We have everything, so we have mints because we need it, right? Like, we have everything, so do not bring any bag or purse. Some will say, Ms. Square, just hold it for us and we'll get it after we're done. No, because we won't see you. When you exit the Alamo Dome after graduation, you exit. You do not get to come back into the building. We'll talk about stoles here in a little bit. A lot of people like those ones and they're really cool, they're really pretty. The ones made out of money, don't bring them because I'll be going shopping afterwards, right? If I get them, because you cannot wear those to school, to the ceremony. They're very, very cool, and then you can't give them to me. We'll hold it, I'll come back and get it. No, because again, you'll exit the building once it's over. Parking did go up. Last year was $10, now it's $15. Did y'all hear how much they charged for Post Malone and Jelly Roll, that was here. That parking was crazy. I think it was $60 for parking. $15 for parking. I believe they take just the card, if I remember right. So make sure you just have a card so this is like a car full, right? It's not 15 per person, it's your car. If you have 15 people in your car, it's still $15, okay? So, clear bag policy and $15 for parking. Questions yet? No? No? Okay. Yes. Absolutely, you can take a picture of any of it. Yeah, and we're gonna put it out for y'all too. All right, so graduation ceremony is Friday, June 6th, 7 o'clock at the Alamo Dome. You will be there at 5:30, okay? Y'all should get there at 5:30. You're gonna be dropped off in Lot B on Cherry Street. Gowns will be unzipped as you enter through the metal detectors, okay? This is for everybody. We all have to walk through them. I will tell you, take your gown, which y'all should, because you probably want to wear them Friday at the parade. Take your gowns out prior to graduation. I would say be very careful ironing them because they burn very easily. I would say steam them, but you don't want to come like you've been chewed up and spit out on the day of graduation. So take those out, but you will walk in with them open, right? We're going to put y'all in your tunnels. You'll know what tunnels mean when we do graduation, and I'll show you here in a little bit. We have pictures. No later than 5:45. So y'all are going to come in. You're going to see seats just like this, and we're going to talk to you just a little bit like this. You'll see when we practice at the Alamo Dome, and then we organize you into your tunnels in a way that you stay in lines, right? So that'll be really easy. But you get there at 5:30. We'll put you in the tunnels by 5:45. Young men, you can wear, and ladies, I mean I wear pants a lot too. Dark slacks, a dress shirt, and a tie. A tie is preferred if you don't have a tie and you want a tie. We provide ties on site. So if you want a tie and you don't have one, we have a lot. So, ladies, just Sunday best dressed. No shorts, no tennis shoes, stuff like that. Now, some people wear fancy tennis shoes. Yeah. That's okay, right? We just don't want you in like chanclas or flip-flops. We don't want anything like that. Girls, heels, okay? I work with the vessel and you'll see me that day but practice in your heels because some walk the stage like this because their feet are hurting so bad. Like, make sure you want to walk normal across the stage, but some people, they literally, because it hurts so bad, make sure you practice in your heels if you're going to do that. Okay, so caps. A lot of people have asked about your caps. College graduations are happening right now. Colleges can do it. We cannot. It is not a John Jay rule. It is not just our school. It is a district rule. You cannot decorate your hat. So make sure your hats are just the flat blue or white, okay? Any stoles that you are going to wear, you can wear anything that has been given to you from the school, okay? Again, those money ones that people make that are super, super pretty, can't wear those. We had somebody make a real pretty one of like their grandfather who had passed and it had pictures and whatnot. Gorgeous. Take them with your pictures, right? But you cannot wear them to graduation. It is only things that are given to you from school. So cosmetology, auto, SCA, AVID, student council, anything that you get from school, you can wear, okay? And then your standard tassel, the one that comes in. There's some real pretty ones out there too, but have just your tassel that you get when you bought your cap and gown, okay? So what time do we have to, yes?
Question, I was wondering, I did a presentation, can you show me like what shade of blue or white the cap and gown is supposed to be in?
Yes, we will, absolutely, yes. What time do we have to be there? 5:30. 5:30, and then we're gonna put you in the tunnels at what time? 5:45. Okay, sounds good. I would say make sure you put a little something in your belly, because you're gonna be nervous. Don't put a whole lot, because there's not a lot of time to go pee, or, okay? So, there's not a lot of time, so make sure you don't put too much in your belly, because you're gonna start and you're like, oh gosh, I gotta go, because you're gonna feel it. I'm gonna tell you, because I feel it when we start. I'm like, oh, I gotta go pee. Okay, so 5:30, get dropped off. 5:45. The ceremony starts at 7. We should be done 8:30, 8:45. I'll shoot for 8:45. Well, we should be done, okay? All right. All right, let's talk about the ceremony, 7 o'clock. Practice highlights, the procession, the way you come in, the way we move. We're gonna talk about all this right now. Cell phones, make sure you have pockets, because you can't say, Ms. Square, hold this, I'm gonna go on stage. You know, we don't do that, right? Make sure you have pockets because cell phones, you're gonna have them with you. We understand that. Just make sure they're in your pockets. If you get a dress with pockets, if you're gonna wear that. Or you're like,
Have a little strap.
yeah, or that too, yeah. We're gonna talk about how to receive your cover and how to shake hands. We're gonna talk about when to do the tassel ceremony with your class president, how to throw your hat at the end when we say graduates, and then how to exit the building. Okay, I'll go start by saying when you toss your hat, you're just going to toss. You're not going to throw it really high up in the air, okay? Because if you throw it really high up in the air, if you like, you're not going to be able to get it, because then you'll be doing like this. Oh, excuse me, because your rows are just like this, all right? So you're not, just toss it and grab it, okay? That's how I get free tassels, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Okay, so it's because you move so fast and you can't go get your hat, and so those tassels go, and so there's some tassels left over at the end, and so I go and pick mine up, and there's my souvenir. Sorry, not gonna lie to y'all, that's how it happens, because some of them throw it so high. All right, so let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about what it looks like. Okay. Yay, ta-da. This is what it is going to look like. So when you come to graduation practice, we are going to put you in section A, B, C, or D. This is the stage, okay? Ms. Mitchell and I will be standing over here. You sit over here. School board members are right here. Your diploma covers are right here. You're going to come out from behind stage right back here, okay? These are the arrows we're going to talk about. All right. So if you're grouped in section A, so top 10, right here. Top 10 are going to be right here. So it's top 10J, top 10 SCA, and then Alpha, okay? B, if you're in section B, you'll be right here. C and D. So if you are in A, this is your tongue. Okay. B, this is your tongue. And again, you're going to know what section you are when we go to practice. B, this is how you walk in. A, this is how you walk in. A follows me, B follows Miss Mitchell. A, that's how we walk in. C, you're going to walk in like this, and you're going to go on the side. You go in this way. And you'll follow in. D, we'll walk in this way. Okay? All right. When, here's a better view of the stage. When you come up, let's go back. When you come up, you're going to go, this row will be first. A1 and B1. They'll stand up first. Okay? A1, the start, is going to go, they're going to go behind these curtains, back on the ramp, and then they're going to stand right here. Okay? There's going to be a name caller. At graduation practice, I got to make sure we ask. It's either going to be Miss Curiel, Mr. Ramos, and Miss Ayala. If you have a name that you're afraid that they might instead of Cuellar, they might say cellular, right? Make sure you want to make sure they speak your name correctly. You'll want to talk to them at graduation practice. But what you'll do is you'll be right here. Miss Long, our academic dean, will be right here. If you're J, I will be right here. If you're SCA, Miss Mitchell will be right here. And then we'll say, congratulations, keep your hands to your side, smile pretty, now's your time. And then we push you to the front, okay? And we're gonna do that here in a little bit, okay? And then you're gonna walk right here, Mr. Mendoza or Mr. Gutierrez, one of them will be right here. And then you exit the ramp, you get your diploma, and then you'll come through here. And here's where you'll be like, hey, Mom, hey, Daddy, Grandma, Grandpa, yeah, whatever, right here. And then you'll go back to your seat, okay? So we're gonna talk about approaching the stage. Approaching the stage, I'm going to go back to saying it's a dignifying ceremony, okay? Because there's always somebody behind you, all right? So when you go and they say, Teresa Cuellar Hernandez, recipient of a scholarship, which I did not, to the University of Texas at San Antonio. I did go to UTSA, but I did not get a scholarship. I'm going to stand just like this. Teresa Cuellar Hernandez, recipient of scholarship to UTSA. And then I'm gonna turn, and I grab my diploma, shake hands, and I'm gonna walk off. Okay? Yes, we're gonna practice here, okay? We're not gonna do this because somebody's behind me. And then who's gonna go next? We're gonna go, Teresa Cuellar Hernandez, recipient of UTSA scholarship. Okay? We're not gonna do that because everybody will be laughing at me and watching me be silly walking up, and everybody's gonna miss the next person behind you, which is not cool, right? It's kind of rude. Well, it is rude. All right? So, if you get caught, and I'm going to UT, woohoo! Go get the Aggies, right? If you get caught doing that, there's somebody back in the corner, which is one of our bosses, back in that corner, and they're on the little FBI agent and stuff, and they'll say, pull them. So you walk off, you grab your diploma, you walk off, and you walk out. You don't get to come back. Okay? So, and I'm not joking. Like, this is like probably the only time I'm really, really serious, because I don't want y'all to not come back and let your family see you when you walk out of these. Here, when you walk out on the floor, absolutely, woo! You know, you do you, boo. But when you're on stage, you're gonna stand there. Okay, so here's another thing, because I wear glasses, and so I do this a lot. They'll look and to make sure you're just pushing up your glasses and not doing something else, right? So when you approach, you keep your hands to your side, and that's why we say that to you. Okay, now's your time, smile pretty, keep your hands to your side. You spell your name, and then you turn, you grab, they take your picture, and then you walk off. Okay, so that's why when I'm talking about there's an admin right here, and an admin and police officer right here, because they'll just walk you straight out of the Alamo Dome. So that person that I'm telling you, there's a camera right here. Our boss is sitting right here, and they have direct eyesight to the stage. I'll tell you what, Brandon High School got called a lot of people out of the building because they acted silly. Okay? We're not going to do that. Last year we had maybe a handful, maybe. I want to say like this many. So don't do it. Like, let's keep our tradition good. You go up, you're so nervous. I'm telling you, when we shake everybody's hands, right? And they're all sweaty and yucky because you're so nervous. So just go up there, let them say your name, your scholarship, and turn and go. Okay? What was that for? Good?
Is there a diploma in this?
No, there's not, Miss Mitchell. Okay? There's not a diploma on your cover because they want to make sure you don't act silly, because you won't get your real diploma until back here where the counselors are, and they'll give it to you. And that's if you don't act silly, right? If you do act silly and you do get escorted off the premises and exited out of the Alamo Dome, you have to come back to school and get it that way. We don't want to do that. Once you leave, you want to come visit us just to have fun, right? Not to do that. Questions? Okay, so again, you're going to get up row by row. People will be here to help you. You're going to know, go through the curtains. There's literally curtains. Is anybody in choir, mariachi, or sign language in here? Okay, so at the beginning, mariachi is going to do the national anthem. Y'all will be set up right over here. Okay, so do you get to walk in? You do get to walk in. So you're going to walk in just like everybody else. So whatever section you're in, you're pretending to go to your seat. When you pretend to go to your seat, you just keep walking. Whether you're in A, you just keep walking and you go this way. If you're in C, you keep walking and go. We'll show you. Okay. And then you're going to sing and play right here the national anthem. And then you'll go back to your seat. Okay. Nobody in choir? Okay, so choir is going to be different. Choir at the end, after you come back to your seat and you see like the last row going, then you'll go and choir sings from the end, and they'll do the alma mater from this side. Okay? Closer view of the stage. This is where Ms. Mitchell and I and Dr. Kraft all talk. Your class president your valedictorian, your salutatorian. This is where you're going to be talking from, right here. This is where you're going to be sitting with us here. Our name callers. X marks the spot. So this is like Miss Ayala, Mr. Ramos, Miss Curiel. Hope she does it. You'll come from behind stage. You'll stop, visit with me and Miss Mitchell. We kind of, like we do, we literally push you and say, okay, now's your time, and we go, and you go to this X. You'll stay facing. You don't want to be like this, Teresa Cuer Hernandez, graduate, and you like everybody's out there. So make sure you face straight. Okay? That's this X. This one. And then you'll turn, grab the diploma like I shook Miss Mitchell's hand right here. That's where, and then all the board members will say, oh, congratulations, congratulations. They'll take your picture, and then you walk off. All right. Again, if you have any concerns about your name pronunciation, talk with Ms. Curiel or Mr. Ramos. I believe Ms. Ayala is going to help us this year too. During rehearsal, they're going to be in the back. We'll have some orange signs for you to and I'll tell you who they are. If you and your parents want the caller to say a name that is different than what's in HAC, then you have to notify us in writing by this week, okay? For example, if I have, let's see, like a stepfather that I want his name to be read with along with mine, and all parents are agreed upon that it's okay. Now, we can't put that on your diploma. Only your diploma says what's on your birth certificate. So if you have another name. Again, we want you there at 5:30. Be in line at 5:45. What to wear. We already talked about that. No personalization and your standard castle. All right.
All right, so we've talked a lot, so we want to give you all a chance to talk. So, we're going to give you about 2 minutes. Don't get up out of your seat, but find someone around you and answer at least one of these questions. So, the first one is, what are you most looking forward to at the graduation ceremony? What about the ceremony makes you most nervous? Who will be the most proud to see you cross the stage? What are your plans after you graduate? So the person with the brightest colored shirt in your group is going to share first. And then once everyone has shared at least one thing, you're going to give them an elbow bump like this. And then stand up so that we know that y'all are done, okay? And if we finish in less than 2 minutes, then that's fine. We can roll to the next thing. All right, any questions before we get started? Okay, so don't get out of your seat, but make sure everybody is included. So 2 or 3 people, okay? Go ahead and find your group. Tell them hey. All right, I'm going to start the timer. And go ahead and talk. Make sure that they can hear
So when you go on the board,
Ha ha ha!
appropriate, you can definitely bring it to us and we can tell you. Question about waving, like, oops, sorry. Can you even just like wave a little bit? No, unfortunately, on the stage. But when you get off the stage and you actually have your diploma, then you can still be appropriate, right? But you can be excited on the outside, okay? Purses, there was a question about it again. If you want to bring like a little something that can go under, just know that we're not going to carry it, so.
Any other questions that came up? Go ahead, then. Yeah.
If we have something that we need to bring, say like, I don't know, like a phone or something, are we allowed to just leave it in our seat when we go to the stage or like?
You can. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're gonna come right back to the same seat. Yeah, for sure. You can. The other thing about seating, I'm glad you said seating. When you get into the Alamo Dome, you're gonna be all dressed in your cap and gown. You're gonna feel like you don't fit. Okay, I promise you're gonna fit. We count them all the time. In fact, we have to go down to the Alamo Dome again, I think next week, so check. But the seats, you're gonna feel like, I don't fit. You do fit. So make sure, because the gowns make you wider, you feel like you're wider, but you're not. Make sure you just get in that seat, sit next to the person who's right next to you, okay? It does, it feels like you don't fit. I'm like, yes, you do, just keep going. Tell everybody, just keep going. Other questions? Okay. How many of you have already registered to vote? Good.
I've
Okay.
registered to register to vote.
You registered to vote?
Make sure you start doing that. Think about that. If you're 18, get it done. Okay? We're just pushing out to make sure you get that done. Guys, y'all are going to be invited to your elementary, middle school walks. All your elementary schools should be on one day. All the middle schools should be on another day. You are allowed to go there before school hours. When you get back, just let us know.
I will tell you though, Westwood Terrace, now follow the rules. So I know for sure Westwood Terrace, if you went there, it's May 20th. So everybody else, I think it was the 21st, but just check with your elementary schools, okay? That'll be posted. And most of them, the elementary schools, you're gonna be here before school starts anyway.
Yes.
Because they're early.
Okay? All right, this week. Today was decision day. Tomorrow, throwback, just like your little self. Make sure you bring a picture. They're so funny to look at. If you have a picture of you as a baby and then you're kind of like trying to mimic it, it's pretty funny. I probably will not be participating in that one, but it's funny. On Wednesday, wear a white shirt and you can have everybody sign it. That'll be fun. Thursday is your senior trip. You're going to SeaWorld. Make sure you get here on time and dress appropriate. It's going to be hot, but people ask, are y'all going? No. Sorry, I'm not going. And then Spirit Day is for, yes, dear.
Thursday. That's also the middle school senior walks. So how would that work with the trip?
If you want to go on the trip, you better be here when those buses leave.
I don't think we're leaving until after first period.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
you have
almost 10 o'clock. It's like 9:45 or something.
Okay.
Is when we're
So
leaving.
yeah.
So if they're at 7:40, you should be
The
fine.
200 something people.
That's the elementary.
Okay, with the middle school
The
one.
middle school one, I think we start at like 8:30 or 8:45.
Yeah, so you have to ride the bus to go.
Yeah, and you can't go in your own car to SeaWorld. So make sure you're there.
Yes.
Okay? And then Friday. Friday is your graduation walk. You can wear your cap and gowns if you'd like, or you can wear your shirt of choice that where you're going or what you're gonna do. Friday morning. Your parents are invited if you want them to come. They'll have to check in at the attendance office and then come in, and they're all gonna stay right at Mustang Square. So, that's a lie. That's in the auditorium for them. Parents will check in at the auditorium. Yeah, I just like you. So if your parents are coming, they will check in at the auditorium and wait there for y'all to do your walk. Okay? If you haven't, yes, dear.
So the senior walk thing, it says you have to sign up like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
This one.
Yes. Do people still need to sign up for it?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a QR code. Maybe that's just me, but I really don't.
Go for it, try it. And if it's not open, we will get a hold of Ms. Flores and tell her to open it up so we can get y'all in on that. This is for Friday, dear.
This is the senior walk Friday.
Yeah.
I didn't do
Let me know if it's open or if it's not.
Yeah, no longer took the classes.
It's not?
It's not.
Okay, yeah, we'll get her to open it real quick.
And we'll just send it out to Phil again.
You will get all this too in your email, of this whole thing. All seniors must have their FAFSA application on file or an opt-out filled out before May 30th. So you see Ms. Flores if you need to. You have to have those done in order to graduate.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna leave this, I'll come back to this. Senior Sunset is Friday. There is a lot of games, I know that they have planned for that, so if you are interested in doing that, make sure you see Mr. Lopez and Mr. Chapa. Okay, let me go back so we can get,
Yeah. Wait, yeah.
what, questions? That was the bell, right?